What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Lumsden Motorsports Garage. I'm Wade Lumsden, and today my brother is actually going to be coming into town a little bit early tonight before he's got to go to work, and we're going to work on tearing apart his motor that needs to be rebuilt. So first thing I'm going to do here, just kind of prepping for him to show up, because I'm going to drain the oil and kind of see what that looks like. Hopefully it ain't too ugly, but that's the goal for tonight. We're gonna be tearing apart a motor, so let's get to work. Great. Alrighty, so you can see that I made a big mess, and so while I work through, he's just giggling. I was on my hands and knees cleaning stuff up when he walked in. My brother's here. This is Chris. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you guys up on time lapse, and we're going to start hashing out some of the stuff. I'm going to be cleaning up a mess mostly. I'll probably leave my brother to his own devices. I think he's going to take off all of the accessory stuff, being the water pump and all of that happy jazz. And then I think he's going to probably pull out the distributor, and then most likely take valve covers off. Hopefully I'm back by the end of all that stuff. Basically, most of this stuff is 9/16. Some of it's kind of a pain to get to, especially with these stock manifolds. You got to do it with a wrench, can't get to it with a ratchet. But
and lots of dirt.
Lots of dirt. There's lots of dirt around this thing, I'm telling you. So I think he's going to end up getting the fan and water pump and all that stuff off. We'll have you guys set up on time lapse to watch that. And the motor is still down here draining a little bit. You saw that I dumped out oil. Well, I would have been full of oil anyways and overflowing, so I just would have preferred to have dumped it into a container instead of onto my floor.
Just skip straight to the mess.
Yeah, right?
Forget filling it, just skip straight to the mess. And
yeah, might as well just let it dump onto the floor. No catch pan whatsoever. So setting you up on time lapse. We'll get moving, and then I think when we get a little bit deeper here, we'll probably stop and chat at you for a second. So rock and roll. Alrighty, so we got some of the basic, really easy stuff off here. Valve covers, all of the accessories. We still need to pull the harmonic balancer. We're going to use a harmonic balancer puller for that. I'll be 100% honest, I'm not really sure if I still have one or not. I think I do. I think I do. We're gonna find out.
I've got one I can borrow.
Yeah. So you can see we ended up with a bunch of dirt down in there. But this was just a, you know, was it hydraulic cam? Did we hydraulic cam this one?
I'm pretty sure.
We're gonna find out. We're not 100% sure what the heck was inside this motor, because it was built in a really quick, like a really quick issue. But look how he's move that one. See how much that thing moves?
That's no bueno.
So my guess is either something's damaged there. If this was a solid lifter cam, that would be super no bueno. If this is a hydraulic cam, that hydraulic lifter could be crushed to the point where it's allowing that movement. So, so this thing's been sitting forever. So, fingers crossed. I mean, I guess if not, if we pull it apart and it's not a hydraulic cam, then
we got a perfectly round cam and not a not a lobed one.
So yeah, the lobing isn't going to be loby. The lobes aren't lobing. Anyways, so for right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and go through the process of pulling the heads and the intake manifold. The intake manifold, of course, is just these bolts going across here. This whole thing will come off, and then to pull the heads, we'll end up either loosening or taking these completely off, pulling out the push rods, and then we will end up unbolting the head with all the head bolts.
Like a so.
Like a so, you see? Like a so. Backing them all off to where we can get the push rods all out. We'll be stacking those up to the side and going from there. I think while he's, what do you think?
I don't see any damage there, so.
Good. What did you find on the distributor though?
Distributor's got a few little issues. Some dry cracked wires inside.
There's a pile of parts going on over here.
And some dry cracked wires that are right up against the housing here. And we got some gear chewage there.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I'm hoping that the gear was faulty and not the cam causing.
So we might have some surprises for us when we get this thing completely torn apart. We're about to find out. I'm gonna put you guys back on time lapse. We're gonna go ahead and pull the top end off and come back at you, right? Yeah, we're getting close, so here we go. Alrighty, so right now we got the manifold off, and we are working on pulling some lifters out here. Here's a magnet. We're using either a magnet or a pick. We dumped a bunch of dirt down in there taking that manifold off, but it's a good thing we're rebuilding this thing. Some guys will just flip the motor over and let all the all the lifters drop out, but we were kind of curious about their condition before they hit a floor.
That one's jammed. You won't go past that.
This one has a little bit of a concave to it, meaning it's dipped down into. Where's not crazy though.
That one's got more of a concave.
Ooh, that one's got quite a bit of concave to it.
That's one of the ones I know that was loose.
So, these might have been actually pushing on them and stuff. I think these were solid lifters. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So not so lucky. We're gonna see what the heck that means for the shape of the cam. How we
That
looking?
one's flat.
Hey, that one's flat. We got one flat one. So, and then
This one's stuck.
let's kind of talk about what you noticed for water here. It looks like there's a little bit of rust going down into this cylinder here. Not a whole lot in the other ones. Lots of dirt though, since we pulled that manifold off. So we might be concerned about water in the cylinder. We'll see. Hopefully that doesn't turn into a giant rust mess that totally messed up that cylinder, making it need to be bored instead of just honed out or whatever. So we're gonna finish pulling the lifters out. Then we're gonna undo the heads and pull the heads off and set it off to the side. You saw us take the harmonic balancer off. That was kind of a pain in the butt. The bolt that went into the harmonic balancer into the center that holds that in, harmonic balancer bolt, if you will. The last couple threads of it were kind of messed up. It looked like it was bottomed out into the crank. So that's a thing we'll have to worry about later. Hopefully the threads inside the crank were not messed up. You finding
Finally
some?
got it out.
Finally got that one out.
Got pretty good concave.
Yeah, so looking like our lifters are looking pretty ugly, which is not a good sign. We'll see how the cam fared here in a minute. Gonna put you guys back on time lapse until we get the heads off, and I think we're gonna go ahead and pull the timing chain cover as well
Yes.
while we're at it, and which is just these bolts around here, right? Which look like they're all Allens. Ooh, we must have put a fancy one on there. Do we want to take bets? Okay, usually we use a double roller chain that we get from, like Kragen or whatever. Do we want to bet if it's like a nice double roller? Do we want to bet if it's just like a cheapie? I bet you it's a double roller.
I know it's a double roller.
You know?
Bet you.
Yeah, because we usually don't put one together without.
Yeah, the
that
only other thing we usually use is a gear driven.
Yeah, we stay away from those most of the time. So, not because we hate gear driven or anything like that, just because.
Well, our rules don't allow it.
Yeah, our rules don't allow it. So I'm not. The way I said that made it sound like I hated gear driven stuff. No,
Right.
our rules just don't allow it. So, all right, back on time lapse with you. All right, gonna do this really fast because my brother, he's got to leave for work in about 10 minutes, but I wanted to show you what the inside looked like after we got the heads off. As you can see, we definitely got a bunch of dirt down in here. This is looking kind of ugly. Oh, that's pretty soft though. Okay, so we might be okay here. As you can see, I think all of our predictions were wrong so far. This is a dished piston, slightly dished, not a flat top. We had a spider build a home in here, so that's always good. But all the bolts are out of timing chain cover. We're gonna go ahead and flip this thing over real quick. Like I said, my brother's in a hurry and we wanna see what the bottom looks like. So flip this thing over, put you back on time lapse, hopefully get the pan off before my brother's got to go. Okay, you got the pan off, timing chain cover. Yep, double roller. One of them nice, cheapy ones.
Yeah, a little bit
On the loose side. There. We're looking down in there. You guys can't really tell yet, but when we go to pull this cam out, yeah, there's a couple of those lobes way down there that look really well rounded off, so I think we were
wrong way.
the wrong way. Yeah, the wrong way. So I think we're probably going to discover that we were losing the cam on this thing, which stinky. Of course, we discovered dish pistons. Looks like cast crank, nothing special rods, which this is really weird for us. We had a stock pickup. Usually we have one for circle track that has it offset.
A little bigger round.
Yeah, a little bigger round too. So that's odd for us to find. Plus, yep, right there, there's a bypass right here that goes to your oil filter, and that's still very much spring loaded and bypassy. That can create a problem when you get up into the higher RPMs. We'll discuss most of this stuff when we go back together with it, right? But yeah, definitely needed to come apart. Unfortunately, my brother's got to leave like almost right now. You got anything to say to the people?
Not really.
Power to the people. Got it.
Until next time.
Until next time. Yeah. You need to learn to do don't forget to like, subscribe. Any questions, comments, concerns down below.
Yeah.
Come on, try it.
Like, subscribe. Any questions, comments, concerns, right down below.
Anything else?
Until next time.
All right. We'll give him a pass on that. But we'll probably finish the teardown of this. I'm going to clean up some of our mess that we got going here to be able to continue moving forward. But I think we're going to stop on this tonight here. We'll go over taking the crank out and the cam out, going over the pistons and all that other happy stuff. And most likely, I think we might end up measuring cylinders after we get stuff cleaned up. We might, just to see if we need to rebore.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing any numbers on the pistons.
Yeah, maybe I'll take a closer look, but that'll be for the next engine build video. I'm gonna do this engine build, hobby stock motor, okay? Not a modified motor, but a hobby stock motor build. In some cases, this would be competitive in a modified, depending on what you put in it, right? But we're gonna go over that stuff. Like my brother said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Any questions, comments, concerns down below. We will catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and we'll keep rocking and rolling on this. And we're also gonna dabble in a bunch of videos on that on the modified, because we're gonna go, I'm like 90% sure we're gonna go racing in Vegas. At least that's the goal. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time.